Was that it? It wouldn't really be my show if it wasn't for some technical difficulties. Uh, I got a chance to get on here now. I'm hot as hell. AC is messed up at the apartment, but I'm not tripping. I'm on here with Tashan Reed, a celebrity, bro. I didn't know that I was gonna be on here with a celebrity. I'll bring y'all in here, and I'm gonna tell you why he's a celebrity. I'm gonna bring him in here. He's gonna be quiet and not talk about the shit. But I did a little bit of homework. I started reading because it's accomplished. I got my little cheat sheet out. Let's bring him out here. Tashan Reed from the Athletic. He writes for the Raiders. Tashan, what's happening?
What's going on, bro? How you living?
Oh, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Just relaxed. I'm working from home and then podcasting on my lunch break.
Yeah, I see.
Yes.
You got
Just do
the
what I
tie
gotta do.
on, tie on in the home office. You all professional. I'm here in a t-shirt and shit. So it's,
Yeah.
you know.
Bro, I don't wear the tie in the office. They gotta do the tie for the YouTube shit. You
Oh,
know what
okay.
I'm
I'm about
saying?
to
So I
say.
don't
I'm
know.
about
It's
to say.
just
I'm about,
it's just my thing because I just do the shit. Just I don't know. It's just my little bit different thing. Because every now and then, if y'all see me on Twitter, all you really gonna see me in is a white T-shirt or a black one. You know what I mean? So this is just something that's a little bit of a switch up. But before we got on here, I was telling people that you were accomplished. And I'm gonna just go down a list of a couple of accomplishments that you could see on Google in 60 seconds. 2023 Emerging Writer of the Year Award, Therese Paylor. That's what he got from the Athletic. I first heard about Tashan Reed because I saw him on ESPN, NFL.com, New York Times, Sports Illustrated. He worked for the Athletic and he write for the Raiders. Nigga, how old are you?
28.
Nigga, clap it up. I wish, see, if I was a real podcaster, I had the sound effects right now. We'd be doing the applause shit because that's a lot of shit to do by 28 years old, bro. Good
Appreciate
shit,
you, bro.
nigga. Yeah. I can't believe that. So, did you start writing for the Raiders because you're just a hardcore super Raider fan and you got to do the work for them? Or you was like, hey, I need a job and the Raiders called. What happened? How did that really go?
Uh, so I mean, I work for the Athletic. So like I don't technically like have any affiliation with the team besides covering them. But when I graduated from college, I went to Mizzou. Graduated 2018. The Athletic hired me to cover Florida State football. And so I was down there 2018, 2019 season. So that was like the Willie Taggart era and like started like Mike Norvell when he first got hired there. And then
Oh,
early
shit.
2020, yeah, that was an interesting time for sure. Interesting team to cover. But early 2020, obviously we knew the Raiders were coming to Las Vegas that year. And the Raiders wanted somebody, or the Athletic wanted somebody on the ground to cover the Raiders in Las Vegas. Obviously, we have Vic Tafer, who's based in the
Yep.
Bay, and he still lives out there, kind of coming back and forth. But they wanted to double up on the beat. I applied for it and got the job the first week of March.
Yeah,
Then
bro.
COVID hit and everything went to shit. But I eventually got my way out here to Vegas and been on the beat ever since.
So I'm gonna tell you this. This is how I seen you, right? Never mind all that shit that I was listing out because that's what I found after the fact. But what I really know because I think I'm one of these regular Raider fans. They're ridiculous. They're not realistic. They're obsessed. They get mad at home by themselves. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I do all of that shit. But when I saw that you were going to start writing for the Raiders, and I didn't even know who you were. I don't know what you look like, but I know what Tashan Reed sound like. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute, nigga. We in the building? Nigga, hold on.
Yeah,
So even though I don't have nothing to do with you, I don't have nothing to do with the Raiders. It's a little bit of representation because I've been following the Raiders a long time and I never, and I don't want to get nobody out there, but I don't remember a whole lot of black beat writers or coverages from there. Aside from bruh NFL Network, bald headed one with the glasses. He always caping for the Raiders. But I don't
yeah.
see a lot of black people doing that shit. So do you have that kind of experience in the field? Do you feel weird? Like are you one of a few in all of these rooms?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think it was a study came out a couple of years ago. Maybe it was last year, but like of all journalists, and it's not just sports writers, but journalism in general, I think it's 5% black. Um,
5%. So y'all is
yeah,
Arizona.
yeah,
Arizona's because
yeah,
that's what it
basically,
is in Arizona. 5% of the population is black. People think there's a whole bunch of black people out here. It ain't.
yeah.
It ain't.
So
We
it's
just all
like,
know each other.
yeah, so it's a pretty small, like you don't see too many, especially in sports, professional sports, and like even when I was going to college, like I knew what I was getting into. Like I'm from St. Louis, and it's like 40% black, so I'm used
Yeah.
to. I'm from Ferguson more specifically, so like I was always around like mostly black, spaces until I went to college. And then
Yeah.
like Mizzou in general was not, it's about a similar population of black people, but then the journalism school was even lower. So like
Yeah.
I remember I moved into my dorm because my dorm was like mostly people that were in the J school. And I probably could count like the number of black people in the building on like two hands.
That's
So
crazy.
it hit me
That's
pretty
crazy.
early. Yeah, it was a lot of classes where I was like one of like a handful of, if not the only, black dude in class. So like that's not really anything new, unfortunately. Like hopefully it changes
So
one day, but
so
that's
can't
the
nobody
norm.
tell you shit, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you can't
I
do the shit
mean,
because you doing stuff that other people don't do. You 28 years old. You've been on ESPN, bro. I've been trying to be on ESPN for a couple of years. Every time anything of mine gets on TV, it's bad.
yeah.
It's something bad. So I'm
Yeah.
trying
So
to
I mean
get something
this
good.
this is definitely like I'm definitely grateful for like the position I've been put in because there's been plenty of people over the years, like long before I was in this business, that like were just as talented, if not more talented than me, that didn't get those opportunities. And hopefully, like me along with some of the others, that look like me, doing it in this business can help pave the way for there to be some more of us in the future. Hopefully, that number's not 5% forever. So that's kind of part of my. It's not my day job, but that's part of like the mission
And it
overall.
won't be in it. I don't feel like it's gonna stay like that. It's a change, right? So even from a regular fan perspective from the outside, when I look at Twitter and Instagram and ESPN and NFL, it's starting to look a little bit different. It's starting to sound a little bit different, which is what's giving me a little bit of confidence because I know as hard as I try, I can try hard as I want to fit that old mold of I can't do it, bro. It's hard for me.
Mm.
It sounds too fake, you know. And
Yeah,
so we was talking about being around a little bit of black people. In a couple of minutes, probably like 15, you're gonna be around a lot of black people. You're going to practice, right?
yeah,
So when you go into practice, never mind the writing room, the journalism shit, and all of that. When you get into the locker room, it's got to be some part of the job that you look forward to. Or is there any kind of players that you rather cover? Like, oh, this nigga's funny. I can't wait to talk to him. So I know he wasn't the best Raider in the world, but this motherfucker Jonathan Abram, if you ever meet him fucking hilarious. So he was one of my favorites. Do you have anybody like that?
he's not on the team anymore, but Keelan Cole was somebody the
Yeah.
last couple of years, receiver. His locker was always
Okay,
like
with the
right.
big helmet.
Yeah, yeah, and the natural. A lot of times he had the natural out picked out. But like his locker was right by the entrance where the media walk in. And every day, damn near,
Yeah.
he had something to say about some little joke or something like that. Crack a joke and walk
Yeah,
in.
just
But
some
like,
bullshit.
yeah, he was just kind of like an interesting dude. Like you just have a bunch of conversations about some random shit. He was big into like kicks, like he was a sneakerhead. So a lot of times we just talk about, whatever Jay's just dropped or whatever, or new music that just dropped. So he was one of them dudes. It's like most of his time here, he was on the practice squad and like he didn't really play for real. He had that one catch. I can't remember
Yeah.
what game it was. I think it was from Carr or somebody in
No,
the back of the end zone.
no, we're not gonna say that. I done
Yeah.
hella highlights. I'm done hella highlights. And Cuz body is so low and his helmet is so big. So every catch he ever made, I know about him, bro. So because the shit looked crazy to me, and I definitely made some kind of highlight about it. I don't know where he went. I hope he get 1,000,001 yards and $1,000,001 every year. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's a couple players like that now. We got, I guess, his replacement kind of would be Trey Tucker, right? This motherfucker look good. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. He
Yeah.
looked good and looked good in preseason, but I don't want to get carried away because we always do that, bro. I remember last year, number 83 looked like he was going to be Devontae Wilkerson in preseason. He looked like he was going to be Devontae, but it's not really that. So I'm interested in you going to practice and then talking to some of these people. Do they just be real with us, Tashan? These motherfuckers look sorry in person. Do they look sorry in person?
uh, I mean, like the offense has been
Fuck, nigga.
like and since
Fuck.
it was just like since OTAs, and I don't even really want to say I don't want to group the whole offense with it because they do have a lot of talent, like you said, Trey Tucker, Devontae, obviously, Jacoby Myers is a dog. You got the two tight ends. Even Zamir White looks good, but like the quarterback play has just been bad, bro. Like I don't. There's no other
Even in
way to
practice,
like.
like at no point in
Yeah,
time did you think, you know what, maybe it's not as bad as they
no,
think. It always looked
no. I mean,
bad.
like it was pretty much right from the jump in OTAs, and we were writing about it, and everybody was sounding like, it's just practice, yada yada, y'all overdoing it. Early in training camp, it was the same thing. He's like, y'all just doing the most. And then like when the preseason games actually started and the world could see it, then they were like, oh, quarterbacks, oh my God. Like And like even I've never seen like after that Cowboys games, like the fans were so apathetic about who starts at quarterback. At least usually it's like some camps where it's like it's Team Minshew, Team O'Connell. Everybody was just kind of like, I mean,
Man, I don't give a
And so
fuck. I
like,
think it.
and they named one, and it was kind of a similar reaction. But like that's the reality. Like, that's what they've been looking like. And this again, it's the preseason, it's training camp, so things could change as the regular season gets started. I'm not gonna act like we've never seen quarterbacks, look like shit in the offseason and then turn it on in the regular season. But it's been concerning so far. I mean, they had the pieces on offense.
Have we ever seen Gardner
But
Minshew do that?
you said Gardner Minshew? I mean, he's had his moments. I mean, last year with the Colts, I mean, one of the
Yeah, I
games was
was saying
against the
like,
Raiders. Go ahead.
shut, don't do that. So what I do, I like watching Minshew play. To be honest with you, aside from this last preseason game, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. He's a hell of a character. He fits the locker room, all that type of shit. So yeah, I got to get excited about something. I'm getting excited about all of this insignificant shit because the significant shit is sad. You know what I mean? When I see him working and playing outside, I make highlights, bro. I didn't watch that whole game. I didn't watch it again, and I didn't try to make something happen. There's players along the defensive and offensive line that I get hyped up about, but that other shit is sad, and you really took all the wind out my sails, bro.
I mean,
You took
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I think that's something that like sometimes fans call me negative, but
why
it's just like
not? You're in the media. Start
I got
fucking lying.
I got a job. I
Okay,
got a job to do, bro. I can't be telling y'all they look great, and then they get out here in the preseason, look how they look, and then y'all looking at me crazy. That's not
fuck
gonna
that
happen.
job. I'm supposed to try to be cheerful. We're supposed to having a good time. I'm sad.
But
I'm
I
like,
guess
do they
the
look sorry?
optimistic here's the optimistic view. So like the offensive line, and we've talked about it, but it hasn't been like a national story, obviously, because they're offensive linemen. But like they've had a lot of injuries. Colt Miller just got back this week. Jackson Powers Johnson basically missed almost the whole offseason. Thayer Munford hurt both his hands, like with different
Both of them?
injuries. Yeah, both of them. And that's part of the reason why DJ Glaze started practicing more and getting more reps, is he's been in and out. But they have a few spots on the offensive line that are questionable, and so like the quarterbacks haven't been behind them, healthy yet. Devontae didn't play in the preseason. Brock Bowers didn't play in the Cowboys game, so they haven't really had the offense all together yet. And so maybe if that happens, week one, if everybody's healthy, or week two, whenever it happens, maybe then the quarterbacks turn it around. But like,
I know that I know that that's supposed to make me feel better because the offense hasn't been together very much and they haven't meshed well as a unit. And as they play as a unit, they're probably going to look better, but it don't because I don't believe it. No, I believe that they're hurt, but I don't believe it's going to be some drastic change. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe all of a sudden these motherfuckers going to be super good. I was really just hoping and praying that, hey, they were going to be okay enough. The defense is going to be good enough and strong enough to just keep us in games. If the offense just keep it close, we'll be all right. And then I start watching the preseason game, and I know it's just preseason, but there's certain shit and certain tells. I'm scared of the run defense, bro. Fuck. If you can't throw the ball and you can't stop the other team from running, you will not win football games. And that defensive line is so crazy. I'm excited about it, probably more than everybody, but
yeah, I mean, it has been like, I mean, last year even like the run defense wasn't good, really. It was like below average. I think people just like the expectations for the defensive line were so low before the season, and obviously everything that happened with Chandler Jones, and like they ended up being better at like rushing the passer than people expected. But like the run defense was the whole year was kind of like, like it was all right, I guess. But so that's not really like a change. Obviously, you hope that it would change, but I had somebody like Christian Wilkins, in the middle there. But we'll see. We'll see it as the season starts. But it's something that they're definitely. I mean, you've heard AP both press conferences after the games so far. He's pointed it out, and he's a linebacker, so of course he's gonna point it out. But like the run defense has been a concern. I'm not really worried about the defense. Like I do think like that part of it. Like I think they're gonna be top 10.
I don't
Maybe they are.
believe you. I don't fucking believe
I'm
you.
not.
I don't
Like
fucking believe you.
you got. I don't know if you got a subscription to the Athletic. You can check it out. I've been gassing the defense up. I've been giving them their pipe. Because people been trying to say like, oh, they just going against bad quarterbacks. Like they not that good. No, the defense. I think the defense is gonna be real. So like, I'm not really worried about that part. It's more so like the quarterbacks. That's what's gonna bring the ceiling down.
So this is okay. That's gonna bring the ceiling down. I know you're getting ready to get out of here because I want to make sure you get out of here in a couple minutes, go to practice, all that. But this is what I'm asking you to do because you got on my channel. I'm sad, bro. I'm sad. It's gonna be a fucked up day. I'm gonna be mean to my girlfriend later and everything. But when you go to practice today, I want you to like see if there's something that we can be hyped up about. Ask some kind of questions in the interview that's gonna get us excited. And if you can't find nothing good, find somebody funny. Okay, we need some entertainment. We need some good news. It's been a rough week for the Raider Nation because our quarterback play has been really, really.
You don't think Gardner Minshew is funny? Like, you don't think
I think he's
he like
fucking hilarious. I like
okay?
him. I really
There you
wish
go.
I could talk to him on one of these shows because that shit would be funny. But I want to do it early in the season before I get some different kind of feelings. So, and I'm
You
concerned
should like
about
start
that.
you should start doing that now. Like you should definitely like try to do that before week 1 for sure.
You one of these people that's an asshole that's nice, huh? Like you like I'm like, I see what the fuck you saying. Yeah, you good at this shit. You be
Well,
working with the words. I see why you accomplished.
yeah, I mean, we'll see
Well, I
though. Again,
appreciate you
like
coming through, Tashan.
I'm not.
I want to make sure that
Um,
we all see your work. Where we gonna see your work at? Athletic, all of that.
just I mean, on Twitter at Tashan Reed for the people that don't know how to spell Tashan, Tashan Reed Reed. If I'm gonna work on there, obviously at theathletic.com, both me and Vic Tafer covering the Raiders this year. We also have our own podcast now, the Just Win podcast, with us and Ted Nguyen. That's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. So,
Yeah.
we'll be writing about,
Yeah,
talking
shout out
about,
to Ted. I used to
on
fuck with
camera
Ted a
about.
little bit too.
Yeah, Ted, good people. He's gonna be breaking down that quarterback play. We'll see if it's in a positive or negative way. But and
You didn't have to
tomorrow we
circle
actually.
back. We already closed the
I,
chapter
I,
and then you
I
circled
was
back.
just.
You didn't need to do
I
it.
was. That's all right. Something that is positive. We having Malcolm Kuntz on the show tomorrow. He was a nice surprising player last
Yes.
year. He's gonna help lead the defensive
That's
line
my
this year. So that's
man's.
something. That's something positive. So Friday's episode we'll have something good to talk about.
That's my man's. I'm his original fan. I appreciate you coming in, Tashan Reed. I'm gonna make sure I watch your shit tomorrow because I'm a big Coons fan. So, and a
Okay.
big Vic Tafer fan and a Tashan Reed fan. So, everybody say thank you to the 2023 Emerging Writer of the Year, Tashan Reed. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming in on the show.
Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
No problem, man. You have a good day. Where is my shit? There we go. Yeah. So I'm getting ready to get out of here and get back on my lunch break, but I just wanted you guys to get a chance to talk to Tashan Reed. This is some of the shit that I'm doing. I'm cleaning up my language a little bit, not a whole lot, but I'm going down a different path where maybe I'm going to be in a little bit more spaces and a little bit more. I'm working a little bit harder this season, so it's going to be a little bit more than a regular highlight type of shit. And part of it is networking with all these different type of people. So whether it's going to be Vic Tafer, Tashan Reed, Paul Gutierrez, Doug Farrar, whoever it is, these are going to be the people that help me, Mike, Kenny, the Black Team, all of us. We all going to go up this year, and then y'all going to have to start paying us.